Hi, this is Megan. I'm recording my informational speech. I'm going to scan the audience now. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I was born in December 1977 out in Adrian, Michigan. The winter I was born in was one of Detroit's coldest winters. It was actually recorded as the 7th coldest winter. I was in between the blizzards out there. My mom was a couple days prior to that out shoveling the snow, trying to push me along because I did not want to be born. Um, there was people, luckily not her, having to be taken to the hospital out in snowmobiles to have their babies. But she was one of the fortunate ones not needing to be driven to the hospital that way. When I Googled a lot of the information I had, there was actually in December a lot of deaths that occurred during December when I was born. Um, I'll just name off a little bit of them. One of them was Paul Hardy, who he was a Belgian designer. He died at age 69. Leila Himes, an actress from the movie Freaks, she died at age 72. Clementine Spencer Churchill, who was a British baroness, or you may also know her as Winston Churchill's wife. She died at age 92. Cyril Richard, an actor who played Peter Pan, he died at age 80. Nellie Taylor Ross, she was the first woman governor, and she died at 101. Johann Nepomuk David, a composer, he died at 82. Charlie Chaplin, who was an actor, died in Switzerland at age of 88. Howard Hawks, a director, he died at age 91. And Nora Marlowe, an actress, died at age 62. There was also in Bay City, Michigan, a hotel fire that had killed 6 people. And then also occurring were 2 big incidents. One on the day I was born, December 13th, where an entire University of Evansville basketball team died when their charter plane crashed. It was shortly after takeoff. They had just took off 90 seconds into their flight. They crashed because of the rain and the dense fog. It killed 29 players on there. They were heading towards Nashville. And then on December 22nd, there was a grain elevator at the Continental Grain Company plant that had exploded, and that killed 36 people. And then just a couple extra facts here. December 4th, Jean Bedel Bokassa, who was a ruler of the Central African Empire, crowned himself. NFL's 5,000th game was played in Cincinnati, beat Kansas City 27-7. Neil Simon's Chapter 2 premieres in New York City. Egypt breaks diplomatic relations with Syria, Libya, Algeria, Iraq, and South Yemen on December 5th. Also, December 5th, Plymouth Horizon introduced the first American-made small car with the front-wheel drive. On December 6th, South Africa grants Baphomet Botswana independence. On December 7th, Billy Smith and Islanders had the 10th shutout opponent against the Blackhawks. It was 4-0. On December 8th, football's 43rd Heisman's Trophy was awarded to Earl Campbell, a Texas running back. On December 10th, Soyuz 26 carried 2 cosmonauts to the Salyut 6 space station. December 14th, Egypt and Israel representatives got together to Cairo for the first formal peace conference. Also on December 4th, Saturday Night Fever starring John Travolta premiered in New York City. Elvis Costello and the Attractions' first U.S. TV appearance on Saturday Night Live happened on December 17th. December 20th, the first spacewalk made, the G. Greco from Salyut. December 20th, also, the Red Army faction, or the RAF terrorist, Knut Folkerts, was sentenced for 20 years. On the 22nd, the Canadian government started building the first 6 new naval frigates, part of 9 $1.5 billion naval programs. On the 26th, USSR performs nuclear tests at Eastern Kuzak. On the 30th, Carter holds the first news conference by the U.S. President in Eastern Europe at Warsaw. On the 31st, Ted Bundy escapes from the Colorado jail. On the 31st, the WFAT Brooklyn, New York pirate radio station begins broadcasting in 1620 a.m. And then a little fun facts about the economy. A gallon of milk back then cost $1.68. Gallon of gas, 62 cents. Dozen eggs, 82 cents. The first class stamp was only 32 cents. Unemployment rate back then was 7.7%, and the president was James Carter Jr. And that is all for my speech.